Do I want it back? Oh. Yeah, right. No. You have an extra blank, you said? No, okay. Everyone took it, thankfully, so. Makes life easy. Hannah. All right. So those are the two things that are important about today and the parabolas. We're going to go to the next page.
How's this weather we're having?
It's weird.
What?
Can I just go to the next page?
Yeah.
All right. All right. So we're going to talk about it vertically and we're going to talk about it horizontally. Of course, vertically is a parabola looks like this or like this. Horizontally looks like this or like this.
No.
What's up? Yeah, that's useful. Do you want a textbook here?
Get your pencil. Ah. No, your name is Randall. No, it's Randall. Where is everyone? Why do you know what you're? She doesn't come. I'm still on the bus. Where's Ryan? Being right. Being right.
There you go. All right.
You all right?
All right. So the vertex should be, it's just your H and K. So your vertex is H and K. On the Y version, it's also just H comma K. I believe it's just H comma K.
I assume both of these are P does not equal 0.
P does not equal 0, of course.
The whistle is not.
Mm.
I did.
All right, the focus. Because think about it, guys. Think about it. The focus is, since it's on the axis of symmetry, because it's on the axis of symmetry, that means it's going to go either up or down. It's not going left or right. So it'll be on the same point on the x value of the vertex, but it'll be on the y-axis, k plus p, p being the distance between the vertex and the focus. On the vertical versions, on the horizontal versions, it's moving left and right. So where's the p going to be added on that time? The x or the y, if it's moving left or right. It's going to be h, yeah.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Now, it's the same distance. Remember, they're the same distance to every point, even the point underneath it, which means if, let's say the focus is 5 units up, the directrix should be 5 units down. So what is going to be, the directrix is the line y equals k minus p. No, this one, the right side is not squared. Only the left side squared. If they're both squared, correct, it will become a circle. Circle, yeah. Or let's just say ellipse, technically. Could be any. And then, since that's the Y line, a line that's below, moving down, the reverse or the horizontal version, you're moving a vertical line left to right. So it's X, H minus P. So notice focus and the directrix are just opposites of each other, basically. Say it again. Any questions so far on this? Brandon, I'm good to move on. Okay. I said if everyone's good, man. Undo. There you go. Second. HK. Remember, H is the X shift, K is that Y shift. We used it before, we'll use it again. What's up? I'm not talking to you if you don't answer me. All right. Okay. Let me think about it for a second. Write an equation with a parabola of vertex 4, 2 and a focus of 4, 0. So what does that mean? So let's look at that. Yeah, so we're going to take that equation. First off, actually, before we even start, because technically we got two equations, one for vertical, one for horizontal. We didn't see the relationship between the vertex and the focus. The relationship between the vertex and the focus is that they change in the Y value. It's going up and down. If the focus is moving up and down from the vertex, that must mean it's a vertical situation because it's moving up the x-axis or the axis symmetry. So this is a vertical one. So you have to identify that first before you start.
An x equals or y equals straight line.
Say that again.
Isn't the vertex? Oh, never mind. The vertex is the point.
The point at the bottom or the top, yeah. Oh, because
is 2 on the y-axis. They're both positive. It's changing both.
No, that's not one. Because the Y here in the vertex and the focus here is the difference that change. So think about it. The vertex must be here. The focus is 1, 2 down here. So the axis of symmetry must be this line. And actually, we even know what is it. Does it open downwards or upwards? Upwards or downwards? Thumbs up if it's upwards, thumbs down if it's downwards. Okay. The focus, remember, is always in the U shape. So since the focus is below the vertex, it's opening downwards. Okay. For
Because the vertex, the focus is inside the parabola, and it's lower down, then obviously. Now we can plug in points. We can plug in points. We still.
Sorry, shut down because you're blocking something. Well, we actually know what P equals because P is the distance between. Yeah, the distance between the vertex and the focus. What's the distance here? 2. So 4, 2 times 2. Y minus, we actually know what the K or the Y value of the vertex is. 2. X minus, we actually know what the X of the vertex is. 4 squared.
Yeah, and we have
Question.
Yes.
Since there's no square, would it be correct to distribute on the y side?
On the Y side, you could distribute that. I would multiply first and distribute, of course.
No, like whenever, when it's done, like, would it be correct?
Yeah, we're gonna simplify it to standard form. Standard form looking like y equals x squared plus bx plus c. Actually, ax squared plus bx plus c. So let's do a little bit of algebra. On the left side, we got x minus 4 squared. Do not distribute the square. You have to FOIL it out, which will become x squared plus minus 8x plus 16 on the left side. On the right side, we have 4 times 2, which is 8. And then 8 we could distribute.
Wouldn't it be negative? Wouldn't it be?
8y minus 16. Go ahead.
Negative x minus 4 squared and stuff like that, because it's the negative parabola.
no negative 4 times 2 is negative 8, and that's it.
Let's see after we solve it if it should be negative. Maybe it naturally becomes negative. Because I see what you're saying. What?
4 squared.
Negative 4 squared is 16. I don't know what I'm trying to do here.
All right, so we're gonna get the 16 by itself. X squared minus 8x plus 32 equals 8y. So then we're gonna divide 8 on everything because we want to get that y by itself.
Wait.
What? Okay, so 1 over 8x squared minus x plus 32 divided by 8 is 4 equals y. But Yossi pointed out something important. We know this opens downwards. So we need our a value to be negative. So we're going to multiply everything by, not everything.
You know, it's a
Yeah,
negative 1.
It has to be negative in the base equation.
You know, if I have a negative 1.
Yeah, but my y wasn't negative, was it?
On the x side, it has to be negative in the base equation.
Oh, I'm sorry. Shh. I'm sorry. So here, the vertex is 4, 2, and the focus is 4, 0. So what is the motion I did from the vertex to the focus? I went down 2. So my P should not be positive 2, but negative 2. And that will cause everything to be negative. This will be negative. This will be positive. Then I'll subtract this out on both sides, which cancels out. My fault, I apologize. Because your focus is 2 below your vertex, it should have been a negative 2. I put it as a positive 2. At the P over here. So I'm just redoing it with the negative. So then I'm going to divide. So I have x squared minus 8x equals negative 8y. The 16s cancel out because it's plus 16 on both sides.
I know.
Then I'm going to divide negative 8. Because it became plus 16 when I double negative, then they cancel out cleanly. So then the actual answer is negative 1/8 x squared, or you can leave x squared over 8.
Plus x.
Plus just x equals y. My fault on that, guys. And you'll see, thank you for pointing out that it should be negative. I wouldn't have caught that otherwise. Say that again?
No, we want to use the standard form.
Well, we just want to as the formula for like graphic. We want it like that. If I wanted the solutions, then yeah, you would factor it out. So yeah, you could, but I'm just looking for the formula. How do I graph this? Well, in this form, the negative b over 2a, does that feel familiar? Yeah. Or Next, we'll talk about how to graph it given the equation. Next, I think tomorrow. Just want to see what's the next one. All right, I'm gonna go to the next one. Everyone got this down? Go ahead.
What?
This part? Oh, I'm sorry. This part right here? Because we did all that distribution to actually get to the final answer, which is over here. So we have to plug in all the variables. This one, it's just indicating I know it's vertical because I can see the focus has moved vertically. A place called the Well. You have to be in the council to know where it is. All right. Sheesh. All right. Nate, I assume you got it now? You stop. Okay. Okay. Next one. You have a focus of 3, 6 and a directrix of 7 equals X. Guys, Dylan. So the equation of the parabola will focus of 3, 6 and a directrix of X equals 7. So we know our focus is somewhere, I'll just put a little grid line here, 3, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So somewhere here is your focus. And your directrix is the line X equals 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7. Excellent. Since we know the directrix is going vertical and the directrix is perpendicular to the orientation of the axis of symmetry, that must mean our parabola is going horizontal. So we know our vertex has to be the same distance from the focus as from the directrix. So if this is at 3, 6 and this is at, let's say 7, 6, where must be our vertex? Good, 5, 6. The reason is we need to be in the middle of the focus and the directrix. Our vertex has to be in the middle of the focus. Yes, it's sideways. So it's going to be 5, 6. So this right here is your vertex. The focus is inside the U shape, so you're going towards the left. Well, I'm going to write the equation and I'll write the numbers, okay? So the equation for the horizontal one is different from the vertical one. The equation is y minus k squared. Good, x minus h, not squared. All right. So we kind of figured out vertex because it has to be in the middle, which is going to be the vertex is going to be 5, 6. So I can plug in a 6 there, y minus 6 squared, and x minus 5 here. Now the p is the distance from vertex to the focus. So what am I doing? I'm going left 2 in this case. So would that be a minus or a plus 2? Negative. So it's 4 minus 2, or to the negative 2 times negative 2. Because I'm going to the left 2, from the vertex to the focus. From here, we're going to solve it all out to get into standard form. In this case, the standard form is going to be, because it's horizontal, x equals y squared plus by plus c.
How do you know what? So he can't stop it. I can't pay attention. It's so annoying. Doing too many ways.
Go ahead, Lexi. How do I know, guys? Go ahead, Lexi. The U shape, yeah. I don't know from this point. I just kept drawing the just draw it. You just should be drawing in the right direction. Yeah. Okay, so we do a little bit of math. On the left, y minus 6 squared. Again, you FOIL it out. So it's going to be y squared minus 12y plus 36. 6 times 6. 4 times -2 is -8, and I'll just distribute that to the x's over here. So -8x minus plus 40. 40, right? Yeah. All right. I want to get x by itself because this is a horizontal one. The x is by itself, not the y. So I'm going to subtract 40 on both sides. Y squared minus 12y minus 4 equals -8x. Then I'm going to divide -8 on both sides. This is going to be -1/8 y, not double negative, squared, minus 3, or positive, 3/2 y.
Same problem, -1/8 x squared.
The one only part of it is the same, equals x. Mhm. And then from here, Lexi, if you want to know what the y-intercept is, you know it should be the c value. So half. Actually, no, this is x. So technically, that'll be the x-axis. The x-intercept.
Wouldn't x-intercept be -1/2?
No, in this case, because c in this situation is a half.
Oh, I get
You would plug y equals 0, and then it would cancel everything out.
graph that it estimates it.
Say that again?
The graph we made is estimate.
No. Oh, the top left, yeah. It's estimate. The graph, like the drawing of it is estimate.
We could. You know what it requires when we confirm. I'll be okay.
With a mullet.
You look for it.
That's so the. All right.
I don't know.
All right. Everyone good?
Yeah. You do need to get a little.
All right. All right, next one. I have the equation in this conic form. Y minus 1 equals 4, x minus 3. What I'm going to need to take out of that information is the vertex, the directrix, and the focus. And then we're going to use those things to graph it down. So, Nate, so we have y squared on the left side, which means y squared. If y squared is on the left side, that must mean it's a vertical parabola. Oh, they're in the printer. I just printed that. Yeah. And if it's not there, Ellen has a copy of the thing.
No problem. Thank you.
So y minus 1 squared equals 4, x minus 3. Y, so we know it's going to be a vertical one. So we have to follow this formula. Y, I'll just do it here. Y minus k squared equals 4p x minus h.
Mr. Tobal,
Yeah.
isn't that the horizontal one?
Is y, no, y on the left is, oh no, you're right, it's horizontal. You have to match whatever it is, so my bad. I did write the horizontal one correctly, though, funny enough. But y always goes with k and then h always goes with x. All right, so here, this is the one with the y. So this is -1. I need it to be -1, so what would I plug in k to make it -1? Just +1, good. What you see is -1, so the opposite you're going to take out is +1, because you have to plug in a +1 into here to have y minus 1. Yeah, I'm using this to my advantage. Next part, this -3, take it out as a 3. Hey, wait a second, we already got our vertex. 1 comma, oh wait, wrong way. 3 comma 1. 3 to the right, 1 up. Then that is your vertex. Yeah. I'll put that there. Vertex.
Both have to be.
Okay, our next one. We need to figure out the p value to figure out how far away the focus is and how far away the. Okay, you guys know because it's 4. It has to be 4 times p to give you 4, so it must be p equals 1. So p equals 1. So what does that mean? That means for the vertex, or I'm sorry, for the focus, I'm going to add 1 to my thing, and for the directrix, I'm going to minus 1. So here, I'm going to add 1. This is y squared, so that means it's horizontal. So adding 1 would be going to the 1 to the right. So this is your focus right here. This is your vertex. Then your directrix will be going minus 1. So it's going 1 back. And the directrix, remember, is an actual vertical line or a horizontal line, depending on the situation. Your axis of symmetry is right here. And remember, your vertex is actually where the parabola is. So I'll just make my U shape like this. This is the axis of symmetry. This is the directrix. So you know you're going either, you can think of it 2 ways. You're going away from the directrix or you're going towards the focus. In that sense, yeah. You can't go through it. Anna, David's not here. I'm still looking it over the question. I haven't actually had time to look it over. I'll look it over. Well, I recorded this lesson, so you can at least check it out later. We have 2 more minutes, so I'm going to call it for today.